family, Kaylee, and I play trumpet. I used to call the trombone the trumpets. And when my mom asked me what instrument you want me to play, I said trumpet. And then my mom and dad got me a trumpet instead of a trombone. But I really enjoy playing a trumpet anyway.
I guess the first few months were just squeaks and sort of burping noises, you know, and trying to get sounds. But then I think, you know, within a couple of months he was starting to play the first 3 or 4 notes.
Every time I practice trumpet, no matter where my dog is, it always sings, like howls and sings with me.
So if he plays anything above a C, the dog starts howling and sets off all the other dogs in the neighborhood. So we have this crazy cacophony of howling dogs. It's crazy.
You kind of feel honored being able to play on that stage. Other than just some kind of auditorium, you get to play on a stage with lots of seats, and you feel honored.
People learn in different ways, and people receive information and process, and are able to process information in different ways. And it might be that music is the key to unlocking a pupil's understanding of some other discipline. So it seems silly to focus on essentials that may not correspond to a pupil's needs.
As you know, none of the music you're hearing today could happen unless we had music in our elementary schools. All the students up here on stage are members of their school orchestra programs, and they've been working on this music at their schools every week for their school concert, and then we take the best kids from all those schools to make up the honor orchestra. Arts and music programs cannot exist without the support of public figures who actively advocate for arts education. Austin Buettner is such a person. Austin has a long dedication to the arts and arts education in Los Angeles. He currently serves as chairman of the board of Cal Arts, chairman of the board of Community Arts Program, and chairman of the board of the Broad Stage. He and his wife, Virginia, through their foundation, annually give the Buettner Family Award for Excellence in the Arts to exceptionally and talented students at Cal Arts, with $50,000 scholarships to fund 8 students' final year of study. Austin is a dedicated civic leader who spent the last 15 months serving as the City of LA's first deputy mayor for a salary of $1 a year. And just recently, having been inspired by this time at the city, Austin has launched a campaign for mayor of Los Angeles. Ladies and gentlemen, arts supporter Austin Buettner.
Larry, thank you, and please join me in applause for Larry and his wife, Susie. I think leadership like that in our community is really, really essential. I'm reminded of myself, my own 5th grade cello recital. Didn't sound anything like this, but for me that inspired a lifelong love of the arts and learning of music. Art and music make us whole. And I'd like to thank all of you as parents because of the commitment you've shown in your children to help them find a voice in art and music is really inspiring. So thank you for all your support. Again, thank you, Larry and Susie, and thank you for allowing me to listen and share in this really treasure today. Thank you.
Before you go, I was wondering if I could ask one more favor. Our next piece is Chopsticks, and we need a piano soloist. He didn't show up. Would you fill in?
It's been about 30 years, but I'll give it a try.
All right. Thank you, Austin. I happen to have a piano here for you, a special one that so. That's good, right there. Those are the first 2 notes right here.
orchestra. My daughter, Kara, just received her letter that she was invited over the weekend, and she jumped all over the house. She was waving her letter, "Mom, I made it, Mom, I made it." It's one thing to play music by yourself and to love music by yourself, but to actually learn how to play with your neighbor who's playing something completely different. Having to play the melody sometimes and the harmony other times and then putting it all together and sitting on stage with 130 kids is magical.
Honors Orchestra is made up of the very best committed students around Los Angeles area. It really does change them musically. I think it gives them more of an insight into what it might be like to be a musician, more than just playing at school. So it's awesome.